Well, Bungie was back this week with their latest This Week at Bungie update, and we've got exciting news with the Destiny 2 showcase in the diary. That one's coming on August the 23rd, plus Banshee is getting some updates. We've got some known issues related to Solstice, plus news of Bungie suing an abusive player. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. Well, let's jump over to This Week at Bungie now, and they say... Well, before we go into all the latest twab, I want to share a small statement following recent events, particularly regarding instances of harassment within our community. Now, our aim is to foster a healthy, inclusive and kind community, and while there's lots of conversation happening about online harassment, we want to take this opportunity to remind folks that, as we have done in the past, do not attempt to harass, attack or pile on to anyone that Bungie is engaged in litigation with. The best way to support this community is by being a positive example of that kindness and inclusivity is at the heart of what it means to be a Guardian. Well, for this week's twab, we are sharing some details about a specific August date that you want to pay attention to. Also checking out some awesome Solstice rewards for players to earn in the real world, opening up Trials of Osiris voting once more and seeing what's up with our good old pal Banshee 44. But first of all, let's kick off things with a special event we're hosting next month, because we're honestly just too giddy to hold off any longer. With that being said, let's just get right into it. Well, first of all, we have saved the date, so we're stoked to announce the day of the next Destiny 2 showcase. We want to invite you to mark August the 23rd, 2022 down on your calendar, so no spoilers. We're excited to show you what is next. Now, who knows, may even have some surprises up that sleeve. So you can enjoy a small teaser, and you can see that in the background while I'm playing the video, because you know we're just too excited to leave things as just save the date. So check out the No Escape video, and that dives into the history of the Light and the Darkness story thus far to prepare for the showcase that looms on the horizon. We also want to take this moment to set some expectations before the showcase itself, because we have a few exciting things set up for next month. Twabs before that date will not be announcing any major news. We're still going to be updating you on everything that's going on in the live game itself, but we're not going to be sharing any groundbreaking revelations until everyone has witnessed, not you witness, the showcase dropping next month. In case you've missed it from previous twabs, we're still looking for Guardian profile features to feature at said showcase, so don't be shy. Go ahead and use the hashtag Guardian Profiles on social to share with us your favourite memories, any wholesome moments with friends that you've met along the way, and anything else you want to share about us and what makes you a Guardian, so tag us in those moments. We'd love to see them. Well, next up we have some updates to Banshee 44, and Bungie say we've been making some changes to the various vendors in Destiny 2. With a new season on the horizon, the team feels that Season 18 is the perfect time to make some tweaks to old Banshee. To talk about what sort of transformations players can look forward to when looking at ranking up the Gunsmith reputation track, we've got Economy feature lead Joshua Kozlinski here on some of those changes on behalf of the team. So Joshua says, over the course of the last 2 seasons, we've been evaluating data as well as your feedback regarding Gunsmith reputation progress, and just like Banshee 44's memory, it's not quite in the state we'd want it to be. In order to address this, we'll be making a few changes in Season 18, and here is a brief overview of what players can expect. Well, firstly, starting in Season 18, completing daily Gunsmith bounties will now grant 50 reputation each, up from 25, for a total of 200 Gunsmith reputation each day. Because of that, you're going to be wanting to make sure you drop by on the old EXO and say hello when hanging out in the tower. Make sure you pick up all those bounties. Secondly, and more impactfully for players, Gunsmith reputation gained from dismantling legendary or exotic weapons and armour is going to be increased from 5 each, up from 3. And that will offer a considerable boost to the rate at which Gunsmith reputation can be earned. So good news there, they are doubling the bounties from 25 to 50, and also every time you dismantle something up to 5, and that was 3 before. And Bungie conclude, overall we want engaged players to be able to reset Banshee 44's reputation at least once per season, and though these changes coming in Season 18 will allow players to rank up with EXO more efficiently, we will continue to monitor and evaluate progression over the course of the coming seasons. We hope these changes make the Gunsmith reputation system feel more rewarding in Season 18, so get out there, get that loot, and like Banshee 44 always says, every little bit helps, trust me. Well, next up we got Solstice Loot in real life, because why not? So Solstice is live, and now we can all touch grass together in the tower. Can you feel that? Well, that is some quality photosynthesis right there. And do you know what else is quality? The new Bungee Rewards 2022 Solstice t-shirt and the tank top are available now over at the Bungie store. So that Flamekeeper seal pin is pretty nifty too. Definitely not going to lie about that one. Well, if you're like me and have zero self-control when it comes to awesome new loot, earning the latest items are pretty simple. For the wearable gear guardians, we'll need to make sure that they complete their on-ramp pursuit series of Solstice before August the 9th at 10 AM PT. And for that pin, guardians need to complete the 2022 Solstice seal and then the associated title by the same date. And no, you're not going mad. This is actually the first time Solstice will have a seal to earn, so definitely go ham. Well, now we've got some player support issues. So first of all, we've got maximum silver ash. Players who complete the bonfire bash activity while holding maximum stack of silver ash may have their silver leaves converted while not receiving any more silver ash. And players should ensure they have space available to earn more silver ash prior to completing that activity. So that is a good PSA there. Make sure you got enough space for your silver ash. Then on Tuesday, we got hotfix 4.1.5.1, and that's coming out on July the 25th. That's going to be released at reset time, and you can view the Destiny server and update status page. You can access that from the twab at bungie.net, and that is going to go live at reset time on Tuesday. We also do have some known issues, so some players who donated to the Bungie Foundation Giving Festival may have blank emblems listed in their collections. The Kindling and Ember Armor mod slots for the Candescent Armor incorrectly using an icon for a combat style armor mod in the armor's menu screen. And the Solstice Seashore set isn't unlocking for a player after unwrapping the bundle, currently working on a fix for players who are affected. The latest update has made unintended changes to the last word's damage output. That's going to be adjusted back to intended levels in the next hotfix. And some activities don't drop silver leaves, including Dares of Eternity, Sever, Altars of Sorrow Patrols, and also the Blindwell 2. The Hyperborean Pinion Exotic Sparrow earned from Solstice Triumph, Fuel the Fire 3, doesn't appear in collections, and Solstice Candescent Armor cannot be synthesized into an armor ornament. The Molten Overload Grenade sometimes doesn't stun champions, and the Claim button doesn't appear for Hunter characters on the Season Pass reward page. Players can still acquire the items by scrolling past the Season Pass track reward and clicking the Claim button on the individual unclaimed rewards that are listed. And some completed triumphs can't be untracked for some players. So plenty of known issues there, and that is something that normally happens with these events recently. So we're just going to be a little bit patient, and I'm sure Bungie is going to fix some of those next week. And next up, we've got Bungie suing an abusive player. And this one comes from Ed Nightingale out of Eurogamer. So Bungie has filed a lawsuit against a Destiny 2 player, accusing them of cheating and harassing the game developers. The player, Luca Leone, regularly streamed the game using cheats on his Twitch channel, Miffy's World, for which Bungie repeatedly banned him. Leone created 13 separate accounts in an attempt to evade bans, with each account violating the game's limited software license agreement. Leone sent threatening messages from his Twitter account about his desire to burn down Bungie's offices and declaring certain Bungie employees were quote-unquote not safe, as he intended to move to their neighbourhood, including community manager Dylan Gaffner. Further, the lawsuit alleges that Leone is an active member of the OG Users, a hacking and selling forum where he sells non-transferable Destiny 2 emblems and other social media accounts. Quote, as Bungie has demonstrated repeatedly, it will not allow its game, its community or its employees to be abused, defrauded or threatened. Leone has done all three and this action is the consequence, end quote. And that reads the lawsuit. Quote, it would be a vast understatement to merely describe Leone as a serial ban evader and a cheater, end quote. It continues before listing each new account and subsequent ban. Leone tweeted an image of Gaffner's employee badge, responded that it would be moving to a place, quote, 30 minutes away from DMG, and then replied, quote, he is not safe, end quote. Other tweets included threatening arson, warning Bungie to, quote, keep its doors locked, end quote, and other harassment of community managers. The lawsuit also detailed his boasting of ban evasions as emblem sales, as well as Bungie's methodology of identifying Leone through his various accounts. Now, Bungie is seeking considerable damage for each instance of copyright infringement and the use of cheating software. And the lawsuit follows on from others from Bungie recently. So Bungie recently sued the perpetrator behind fake Destiny 2 DMCA takedowns for $7.7 million. And before that, the company successfully won $13.5 million from a group of Destiny 2 cheaters. Well, let me know in the comments what you think of the latest news from Bungie and Destiny 2. And that is it for all the latest news, and thank you so much for watching or listening. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.